So we just arrived at the parking lot for the waterfall hike, and I guess there are two waterfalls here. Hundafoss and Svartifoss. Svartifoss was the one that I originally saw. It's this beautiful tall waterfall with the basalt columns behind it. Like iconic. That's one I really wanted to see, but as I'm just checking like where the trail is, it looks like there's two waterfalls. So I think we may be seeing two waterfalls. So that'll be exciting. And I think it's probably like a 45-minute walk there and then back, which isn't too bad, but we are going to strap the kids up. We're not going to let them walk because we'd never get there. If you want this to turn into like an 8-hour hike, we can let the kids walk, but we still have a couple more things we want to do today. So, and you do have to pay for parking here. So pretty much almost every single parking lot we've been to has been paid parking, and you just pay with the, is it Parka?
It's been mostly Parka. I know there's two apps, but Parka's been the big one.
Yeah, there's two apps, Easy Park and Parka, and it seems like Parka's been the main one. But there are signs when you come into the parking lot that will tell you what app to use to pay, and it tells you the price. And usually the price is different depending on like how many seats are in your car. We have a 6-seater, so our price is a little bit more. So usually it's like around 1,000 to 1,300 Icelandic krona to park, and it's for the whole day.
Midnight to midnight.
Midnight to midnight, yeah. So it's not too bad. I mean, there's not really entry fees to any of these hikes or waterfalls or anything, but you're just gonna pay to park. But so we're gonna pay to park, and then we're gonna get going. Ready?
Said one guy on Google.
Let's go. You ready to go see waterfalls?
Yes.
Hi, my love.
So beautiful.
Yeah. You having fun?
Someone's phone is up there.
Are you having fun?
Yes, we are.
Are the views amazing?
Yeah,
just finished up our hike here. 100% recommend it. It was beautiful. It is all uphill though on the way there, and there's a small downhill portion when you get to the waterfall to go down closer, but for the most part it is all uphill. So a little bit tiring, but it was beautiful. The weather is so nice, we didn't even need our winter coats. The kids loved looking at all the waterfalls. Ethan was even on my back pointing at them all saying, waterfall, waterfall, more waterfall, big waterfall, small waterfall, pointing out all the little rivers that we walked by with all the little mini waterfalls that are flowing over the rocks. So, and Isla loved the waterfall. She said it was beautiful, so.
She even got a rock herself.
Yeah, she carried a rock the whole way, so.
Oh, you want to show her the rock?
You still got your rock back there? Yep, she still got her rock. Did you have a good time?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Now you can cereals and
Yep. And now they're having snacks because they're so hungry. He wants more snacks. So they're all hungry. And we actually did it a lot quicker than I thought, because from what I read online, it should have taken us about 40 minutes to walk there and 40 minutes back. And we did the entire thing from the car to the waterfall and back to the car in 1 hour and 32 minutes, carrying both the kids on our back. My watch says it was 7,300 steps, about 3.07 miles, and 36 flights of stairs. So we did quite a lot of walking. We're all exhausted, but I think we did it in really good time considering we stopped a lot. We stopped for quite a while once we got to the waterfall, taking pictures and videos and kind of just enjoying the sound of the waterfall. It was beautiful.
Because we stopped at both waterfalls though.
Yeah, so we did see both the waterfalls. They're really nice. The second one, Svartifoss, was definitely like the best one. Definitely keep going and go all the way to that one.
Close and personal to that waterfall.
Yeah.
Versus the other one is kind of just off of the
farther away. Yeah, you don't have as good of a viewpoint of that one. So right now, this is part of Skaftafell National Park. So that's the parking lot that you'll look for, is the Skaftafell parking lot. And it looks like there's tons of like hiking trails around here that go to different things. So it's not just the hike to Svartifoss. There are other hikes around here too. Some of them are a bit longer. So we're not going to do any more hikes here, but it is a beautiful area. You have beautiful views of Vatnajökull and the mountains and the clouds over the mountains. Honestly, it was such a beautiful hike. We hiked all the way up to the top of that mountain, and the views from up there were like spectacular. Definitely glad that we did this. Yeah. So now we're in the car. The kids are having some snacks because they're hungry. We're all drinking water, and I'm really glad that we didn't wear our winter coats because it's really nice out today, and we worked up a good sweat. So now I think we're gonna head over to a canyon to do another hike, maybe. Probably not to the extent that I originally thought we'd do, because I think we're all a little tired and the kids probably need a little nap. So we're gonna go there and see what it's looking like and see if we want to walk through the canyon. I don't know if it's as well marked or paved of a path. It might be a little more rugged, so we may end up skipping it, but we'll head over there anyways and see what it's looking like. Here's the name of it. Don't know how to say it, but should be there in a little bit. So this hike in this canyon is not a super commercialized, like touristy thing. According to Google, the path is not marked, not maintained, and narrow in certain parts, and I believe it's like steep uphill to the main viewpoint. It says it should take about 45 minutes to get to the main viewpoint. So I think we're gonna walk over there and see if it looks safe enough to do with the kids, because we're not exactly sure if it's a good idea since it's not like a maintained path. It might be like, I don't know. We'll have to see what it looks like. But so I'm not sure we're gonna do it. I really want to, but I think we'll just load up the kids, walk down there, and see if it's a good idea. Sound good?
It looks beautiful from here.
It does, yeah.
No.
But let's go check it out. All right, and we still have quite a walk from where we parked, just to get to the trail. This is probably one of the most beautiful hikes we've ever done, and we're barely 5 minutes into it. Just the colors of the moss alone, the red, the yellow, the orange, the green, and the view of the glacier in the background. Oh my God, spectacular.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't care how difficult it is, we're gonna do it, because I'm sure whatever's at the top viewpoint, it's gonna blow our mind.
I can already see some waterfalls in the distance. It's probably only just gonna get better. So.
But it is uphill, and there's a pretty narrow path. Some of it's on the edge of the cliff, so. Almost there. The path is literally on the edge of this cliff. We just climbed up here. So scary, but beautiful. across the river. Be careful. Back to the car we go. That was probably the most beautiful hike that we've ever done. And previously we said the Rose and Red Valley hike in Cappadocia, Turkey was the best and most beautiful hike we've ever done. But I think this is better. The views were amazing. It was pretty much all uphill all the way there. We had to cross a river. We had to cross some like scary cliff. It had a narrow ledge. It was tricky towards the end, but definitely worth it. The best thing, one of the best things we've ever done, one of the best hikes we've ever done. The colors were beautiful, all the flora. It was amazing. We're so tired though.
And the added bonus is, unlike Turkey, we didn't get lost.
Exactly,
We trek around for 7 hours.
Yeah. If you haven't seen that, we have a video of the Red and Rose Valley hike in Cappadocia, Turkey. And we got so lost. It was only supposed to be a 4-mile hike, and we ended up doing over 7 miles, and it took us over 4 hours. It was terrible. I was scared we would never get out. But it was a beautiful hike. But we're all so tired. My watch says we did over 18,000 steps today, over 7.5 miles, and 86 flights of stairs. So, and that hike took us from the car back to the car over 2 hours. But with that said, we accidentally parked way too far away from the parking lot, so it's down a pretty rough road, a really long, bumpy, rocky road, and there were a lot of cars parked like maybe halfway down the road, so we parked with them. And come to find out, as we walked all the way down towards the canyon, that there's actually a parking lot at the end of the road. And it's a pretty far walk, maybe like 20 minutes each way. So we added probably 15 to 20 minutes each way onto our hike. So it wasn't too bad. And we went pretty fast though. We didn't stop too much. Even when we got to the top, we didn't stay very long, maybe like 10 minutes taking pictures and videos, because we were just beat, and it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon now. And the kids, yeah, and the kids haven't had a nap, and so they were getting a little restless. They, Isla was asking to come down, and the baby was getting a little upset, so headed back down. Whew. We're beat. So I think that's the end of today. Today was the day of the hikes. We did 2 pretty strenuous hikes, beautiful views. Iceland has been so amazing for hiking and nature and waterfalls. It's just out of this world. It's like you're on a whole nother planet. So we're gonna head on back, and it's looking pretty cloudy, so I don't know about the northern lights tonight, but we may try. We'll see how we feel later, but we definitely need to go back and have dinner because we did not have lunch yet. The kids just had a bunch of snacks, so they're still having snacks. You tired? Yeah, they're eating a bag of Cheerios, so. And tomorrow is the 9th and final day in Iceland, and we'll be doing a boat tour and a few other things, so we'll see you then.